Good morning, folks. Another amazing day here. Blue sky today, as usual. Absolutely love these sunny blue sky days. Never get tired of them. So today, the job ongoing will be insulating the underneath or the floor of my tiny cottage. So I went to Home Depot yesterday and got some of this really great stuff. There we go. Hopefully you can see it there. So this is Artec, and it's the 2-inch foam board. I'm going to take 2 of these boards and sandwich them together. So that'll be 4 inches of insulation underneath the floor. So obviously I'm going to need a measuring tape here. And I'm also going to use this guy here, which will make my life so much more comfortable underneath there. This is a Thermarest I use for camping. I've used it a lot. I got it on eBay used, and so if it gets punctured or damaged, I'm not really too concerned about it. Okay, first job here is go underneath and sweep all the undersides of the floor, getting away any cobwebs, and again, minding interesting reptiles and interesting insects. What's amazing is it's pretty clean under here. There are a lot of tall people in my family. I'm only 5'6". There's advantages to that sometimes. Okay, that one's done. That was pretty painless overall. So I went online to see if I could find out, does the shiny metallic side go up or down? So I hope I'm doing all that right. It's going to be hard to take apart if I've done it wrong. So I'm going to do my best. So you can see I've got the very first piece of foam in. Many more to go. Pretty straight overall, and again it's going to be underneath the floor, so nobody's going to see if it's not a perfect cut. I've never used a skill saw on this type of thing. As far as a skill saw, I will get one, but to be really honest, they're so expensive, and I just find the handsaw works fine, and I'm not on a construction crew where this has to be done super quickly. So for now, the handsaw is working fine. So this piece went in nice and neat. I guess one question I have is, should I glue it in place? But I'm going to be putting another layer under here. And also, I'm going to support the very bottom layer with these little L-shaped brackets that I bought to screw in here. Well, hopefully we learn from our mistakes if you look up here, I made a bit of an error in that I didn't calculate in my measurements for the top section of that supporting stud that has now no styrofoam insulation on top of it. So I'm going to recut this piece. So the puzzle piece method is actually working okay. Now I'm able to fit these pieces up over the joists and tuck them in neatly. There, use a little bit of a foot to help there. I am aware that 65-year-olds underneath buildings, not the best mix, but we'll make it work. So we're going to measure for these small pieces here that we need to fill in. Okay. There, and that's the end of that one. So I'm going to try a hammer and see if that'll work better. Yeah, I don't know if it's experiences as a little kid in Canada crawling in snow tunnels that were just too tight and getting stuck in there, but I've never really liked crawling under tight spaces. But fortunately this one isn't too bad. But anyway, this will all get done. So someday maybe I'll have a really nice bench and a table saw and some really great tools, but I'm starting out pretty modest with my tool array, and so I'm a little basic, so to speak. I'll show you what I mean. To keep things in place, who would guess how handy a really big thick rock with a flat underside would be? I can slide it anywhere I want and it'll balance out where I'm wanting to saw. And so it works really well. Before I get too far on my work project, I just remembered I need to get my shower all set up. So that means that I take the camper's shower bag and fill it with water. Gonna hang it up in the Arizona sun. The sun should do a pretty nice job of heating the water. So as you can see, I've got one heavy water jug filled with water, and that's holding the very top of the bag in place so that I can easily pour the water in. So now we'll put the cap back in place. There you go, and go hang her up. what you want to do. No, I am not going to be deprived of my shower that easily. I just remembered my neighbor, who was a really nice guy, gave me what he calls a cowboy shower, or a spare one. Well, that was an adventure. Destroying my cowboy shower by dropping it, but the backup worked great. Feels really, really nice. So anyway, been there, all clean, and super thankful for the cowboy shower. So now that we got our styrofoam sheet cut to size, there's a couple things that I did. First of all, obviously I measured it to size, and I measured it so that it'd be a really tight fit. So when I cut these really tight, you can't really crawl under there and push them up in place. It's just a little bit too difficult. You'll see what I mean when I go under the building. So I use a couple tools for that, actually one major tool. The first tool, of course, being a thermarest mattress I can lay on as I'm underneath there working. But another tool which is really simple, and I call it the basher. I'll show you. So this is just a simple 2x6, a piece I had left over, and I'm going to wield it in a way that will help me place these sheets of styrofoam board underneath the building. Now we're going to incorporate the basher. It's very low tech, but very effective. I think that's about it. So now I just do my best Mike Tyson impression and punch these into place. So unfortunately I wasn't as careful as I should have been. I bashed it a little too hard. So now we got a gap there that's not acceptable. So I'm going to fix that. So there's a good lip sticking out there. I should be able to incorporate the basher again and tap it back the other way carefully. Let's see. There, I think I got it. Let's check the other end. There we go. Now nice and flush and filled in really nicely. So at this point, I've got a good game plan for insulating the underside of my building. And with the 2-inch styrofoam sheets, I'll continue putting 2 of those together, and that should make it nice and comfortable once it's completed. Still a lot of work to do. It was nice to take a break and get a shower, and I also did a social distancing self-haircut. You got to be careful though, I find, because chopping away with the scissors, you could easily cut your fingers, which I've done a couple times. But anyway, that is done as well. So thank you so much for watching, folks, and in the next video we'll make a lot more progress and hopefully get this project completed. One of the things about being underneath the building a lot, I noticed as now a mature guy, I get really dizzy after I'm under there for a while. So 2 hours, 2-3 hours a day is enough. So that of course slows down the project, but it will get done. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I really appreciate your support. And if you want to see more videos, I'm sure you know by now, just click on the little notification bell and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next video where we go back under the cottage and do a lot more work. Thanks a lot.